Hey guys, how's it going? It's Daryl here. For today's video, I think what we're going to do is compare 3 acoustic guitars. Now this is going to be sort of an unofficial follow-up video to the carbon fiber versus wood guitar video. And if you're a new subscriber or if you have not seen that video, I'll pop up a card right above me right now. Hopefully it'll be there. So you can watch that video for sort of a more in-depth comparison. But since that video, a lot of people have been requesting a blind test so that we, don't have those visual cues and you just have to maybe focus a little bit more on the audio. So we're going to do that today, but in addition, we're going to throw a third guitar into the mix, okay, just to try to muddy the waters a little bit more. So anyway, yeah, it should be a great video. Let's take a look at the 3 instruments. Okay, so our first guitar, and what I would assume would be the gold standard, I guess we'll soon find out with the blind test, is my Stonebridge acoustic guitar. So this is cedar top, rosewood, ebony, no laminate, all solid wood construction. Okay, so it's a traditional built instrument of complete wood. Okay, the second guitar that we're going to compare is basically the polar opposite of the Stonebridge. There is not a piece of wood on this. It's all carbon fiber and graphite construction. So a much more modern way of making an instrument. There's no bracing on the inside. There's nothing. It's just a top because carbon fiber is so rigid. Yeah, so we'll do a blind test between these two and see if you guys can notice the difference tonally. Okay, the third guitar is yet another way to build a guitar. So this is a Martin. This is their X series. Okay, so again, this is made not in a traditional way. It's made with what they call HPL, high pressure laminate. So they take wood byproduct, glue, put it in a press, heat it up, pump out great panels of this stuff and punch out a guitar. So what you see here is just sort of, it's a veneer. It's supposed to look like koa, but you can get them in all sorts of different wood grains, and it's just basically a picture of the wood. It's not actually actual wood, but it does look quite nice. Okay, so yeah, here's the Martin headstock. The back of the neck is very interesting as well. It's called, I think it's called Stratabond. But anyway, I'll hold it up for the camera. Yeah, so strips of wood. This is my brother's instrument. He's had it, I think, approximately 10 years. I don't think he's ever humidified it. It's incredibly stable, just like the carbon fiber. The neck joint after all this time is tight as anything. The bridge. The only wood on this guitar is the bracing underneath. So yeah, it ends up being like, I don't know, like countertop or cabinet material. It's very interesting. So I'm curious to see how it will sound up against the more expensive instruments, because this is, I don't know, I think approximately $300 or $400 to purchase this. So this would be an entry level guitar and probably great for taking to the lake or around a campfire and that kind of stuff. All right, let's take a listen to the instruments. Okay, so the format of today's video is going to be very similar to what I usually do. We're going to do 3 different genres. So the first blind test is going to be a fingerstyle piece. The second one is going to be strumming, and the third one is going to be a riff. So it'll be interesting to see if you guys pick the same favorite guitar for each genre, or if you figure one instrument sort of excels in one area or not. Yeah, so it should be pretty interesting. Let's take a listen to the guitars. thanks for watching, you guys. Yeah, hopefully you found it interesting to hear the tonal differences between three very, very different guitars. It's interesting to see what manufacturers are doing these days to find alternatives to wood and whether or not they sound as good. Certainly the carbon fiber and the HPL, the high pressure laminate, require no maintenance, which is awesome, and they're stable in the winter, in the summer, heat, cold, whatever, humid, dry. Huge advantages that way. And with a high-end wooden instrument with no laminate on it at all, certainly it needs to be cared for in a different way with humidification and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys whether you think it's worth the price, and of course which one you think sounded the best. So yeah, I'll be eagerly awaiting the polls, so please do vote if you haven't. Just vote for your favorite. Don't think too hard about it. Just take a listen and vote for which one you think sounded best on each one of those comparisons. All right, yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll be back soon with another guitar related video. All right, have a great day. Take care.